We're here at the Blonde 2.0 offices in Tel Aviv, Israel. We're seeing all sorts of different Israeli companies at different stages, mostly tech companies. Here we're seeing Marimedia, which is helping content producers monetize and do a new kind of advertising. And they're about to go public, so we're seeing them at a different stage than usually we see companies at. We're going to find out what's going on in the advertising world in Israel right now. Who are you?
So I'm Maia Shiran. I founded Marimedia when I was 26 years old. And ever since then, we've been working and very passionate about the innovation and our ability to grow the business and help publishers, website owners out there make as much revenue as possible from their website and their content. So it's been an amazing ride so far, very happy, especially to be able to work with such a talented team and grow some very, very interesting people.
Tell me what the company does, because most people probably haven't heard of it.
Right. So the company Marimedia actually helps publishers or website owners generate as much revenue as possible. We've built a technology that actually has built sort of like a bid system or an auction, which acts very similar to a stock exchange, in which we take a look at the demand that's out there in terms of advertisers and who's willing to be the highest bidder for each given ad impression. And all of this is done in the millisecond, so decisions are made at every single moment for every single page impression.
Wow.
And we've taken this huge technology that we've developed for medium-sized and big-sized website owners and actually built a self-serve platform called Qadabra, which actually gives access to the same technology and the same ad coverage that somebody like a very big website owner would have, and gives the same access to a small or smaller website or blog or somebody writing very high quality content and looking to monetize and increase revenue on that ad space.
Yeah. You now are about 100 employees, right?
Right.
And you've been profitable from day one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's not traditional in the tech industry to be always profitable.
Yeah, it's actually quite a nice story. We started off, I was 26, my partner was 27 or something like that. We started off and we didn't have any external investors and we didn't have any money of our own either. So it was very important to start making a profit really quickly or else go back to looking for a job, which we did not want to do. And so we actually became profitable after 2 weeks. It was a small profit, but it allowed us to start growing the business and making sure that we're, with our feet on the ground and growing something solid and good and also that brings value to the whole, digital media space that we were in.
I heard you didn't even have the money to buy 2 computers
Right.
in the early days, so you shared a computer?
Yeah, we started off with 1 computer, we shared it, and then Ariel at one point said, okay, I can't do this anymore, let's get another computer. And we had a second, we had a second computer, and that's how everything really started. In the beginning, we were doing mostly affiliate stuff until we really understood what our value to the industry was.
Yeah.
Back then, advertisers looking for ROI were used to working mainly through channels like search engines, SEO, SEM. So we brought the whole display idea into ROI advertising and performance advertising, which back then wasn't very popular. There weren't many companies doing display advertising with the purpose of achieving ROI goals or performance metrics.
Yeah.
So it's a very big deal, and people started hearing about us, and it was, everybody wanted to get a piece of that because, as you probably know, display advertising is so big in terms of the volume that you can get access to.
Yeah.
So
why do advertising? I've had lunch with you now, and you obviously could do anything in life. So why pick that as a company to start?
Well, I fell in love with this industry simply because I understood that, first of all, it's so open, and there are so many things going on and such big opportunities in terms of things that you can innovate and do. And in reality, this specific space, for me, what I love most about it is the fact that it's so measurable. You can really measure and understand. You don't have to guess where the advertising campaign will work best. You don't have to guess who's the best partner for you. You can simply measure it. And then once you can measure it, it's a real win-win for the advertiser they can measure what the return they're making, what is the return that they're actually making, and they can decide to invest more and more according to that actual return, rather than say, TV is good for me, or internet is good for me, or I want to be in digital media. That doesn't make any sense unless you're able to really measure what your return is, and that's what we've been able to achieve. And for me, that's amazing, because at the we've seen businesses that work with us grow from really small businesses to really big businesses, because we've become a sales channel rather than just a marketing channel, and that's something really, really big in this whole evolution of the space.
Yeah, you have a unique corporate culture, and where did that come from?
Well, actually, when we first started out, one of the things that was extremely important for me as I looked towards building a business or a company, I felt that freedom was something that was very, very central to the whole doing of, especially in the internet, that so many possibilities exist. And so we built a company culture around that premise, that people need freedom to create and to innovate. And the only thing you have to do, if that's what you decide, is to bring intelligent and creative people. And those people are actually, once you give them freedom, miracles can happen, because they just take it to amazing places.
You told me you arrived there by making a lot of mistakes.
Right.
Tell me what you learned from
We
the
made
mistakes.
a lot of mistakes in the beginning. I was very young when we started off, so I had almost no managerial experience. We actually recruited a few people who we thought were big shots and really big deal, and slowly we understood that in reality what makes a good person in your company is the fact that they're very committed and energetic, and if they're smart and again, as I said before, innovative and creative, that's much more important than if they have the right CV or went to the right school or something along those lines. You really want to get people who are passionate about what it is that the company is doing, and very committed to the team and to the culture. And that, together with the technology we've built and the ad coverage that we have and are connected to, has just been amazing and totally proven itself.
Yeah, I liked your approach that you wrote down what mistakes you made and learned from them.
Yeah.
That's I think still unique in corporate world. We don't like to think over our mistakes too much.
Yeah,
right?
It's true. I think it was more because of our lack of confidence that we simply made those mistakes, and we thought that was, we thought nobody made managerial mistakes. We thought we were the only ones that made managerial mistakes. So we said, okay, let's write these down so that we never have to repeat them again. And we wrote them down, and that was really a very important learning experience also now, because we still make mistakes and we still need to be aware. And I think many of the startups out there, if they were sensitive to the feedback that they get from the world and from the environment, things would progress very quickly and very well, because at the end of the day, the answers are around you, not inside you. You need to be sensitive to what's going on in order to be able to learn from that and be better.
The world, since you started your company, has really switched to mobile, and soon we're seeing a switch to wearable computers,
Right.
watches and glasses and stuff. How do you think that's going to change your business?
Well, actually, we've already gone mobile in terms of our technological solution, and we're investing more and more, including recruiting very sophisticated engineers that will continue to develop that. And we've got a few companies that we're looking at also in terms of that are doing some very interesting mobile technology that we think can be an excellent addition to our business and the way we do things.
Yeah. What is driving your business forward? What are the trends that you're seeing happen in the marketplace?
So one of the things that we have done about a year ago, we launched, or a little more than a year ago, we launched Qadabra, which is the self-serve platform for smaller or medium-sized publishers or website owners. And that has shown an incredible growth. We see that people are very, very happy about the platform, very positive about it. Users are signing in a few hundreds a day, and that's been extremely nice in terms of both in terms of the growth of our business, but also in terms of the value that we can really feel that we can really add some value to these players. Because for somebody blogging to have access to the same technology and the same ad coverage as would a bigger player it's something really big, and I mean, no wonder there's such good hype around this this platform. And we've also made sure that it's extremely user friendly. So everything together, I'm very excited about it, about this platform.
One last question: what is it like being here in Tel Aviv? And obviously, you can build a business here.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Because there's so many interesting companies that we're seeing here.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not objective. I love Israel. I love Tel Aviv. I love being here. I would never change it for anything. But I think it's a cultural thing. I mean, there's so much incentive in terms of, you know, socially to do things and to think differently and to think out of the box, that I think that's one of the main factors. And that's why you see so many startups going on here and people having ideas all the time. And even inside the company, we've had people go out and do their own thing, and we've also had people inside the company innovate and take on themselves projects that, you know, people who maybe finished the university 1 or 2 years ago can be leading projects and doing their own thing inside the company. So there's a very big incentive, socially speaking, culturally speaking, around the innovation and being your own person and doing your own thing. So it makes me very proud to be an Israeli, but I think a lot of people get to enjoy it too. So
yeah, where do we learn more about your company?
You can go to Marimedia's website or the Facebook page, marimedia.net, and of course Qadabra, an incredible user interface and very good platform.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks.